What's up, everybody? 2026. The first video on the MoneyParadise channel in 2026. I'm not sure what this video is going to be about, but I have a general idea of what I want to talk about with you today. I think first off, for 2026, I have some thoughts about what I want to do this year that I kind of want to put out into the universe. Um, Part of me doesn't want to go too deep into my plans and my ideas of what I want to do this year, but I think some brainstorming or even just getting the ideas out there, getting the thoughts out, has helped me in a lot of different ways. And so I think I'm going to continue that kind of process going forward in terms of just my own personal development, the progress I've made, and continuing to apply what I've learned going forward, especially for this year. Even though it's a new year, it's a new mindset that I'm taking with me going in to what I have planned. Some of the opportunities that I've been able to be a part of, very exciting stuff. Good things are already happening for me, and there's good people around me that are helping me get there, and I can't I can't express fully how grateful I am for those people, and I know that it's gonna be fucking epic, y'all. It's like it's gonna be stupid. I think one of the aims of my channel going forward is I am going to try in a more meaningful way. I'm going to try to document those things, document the the ups and the downs a little better. Um, I think all the videos I've made up until now honestly have not been as fleshed out as I would have liked. I can honestly go back to some of those videos in the past, and I honestly can't judge. I can't judge myself poorly because um, any YouTuber that's just starting out, it probably takes them a bit to gain some traction. And I think the thing that's always kept me going with this channel has just been the simple fact that um, getting these thoughts and ideas out there and really fleshing things out to a point of acknowledging where I'm at in my process has helped me kind of see that progress on a more zoomed out perspective. I can see the progression, I guess I'm trying to say. And as awkward as it looks, as long as the rants have been, I can definitely say that I have noticed progress in myself. And a lot of people have told me that there is a certain methodical way of how I go through some of these things, go through some of these thoughts and topics, and I think I think going forward you're gonna see a more polished version of that. I think that's something to look forward to. I hope a big part of what I do going forward is that you, the viewer, can take something away from whatever I'm talking about. and hopefully it's not just, you double timing the speed of trying to get through whatever the hell I'm talking about. Hopefully these things will be more polished going forward. That's my aim for this channel. And in terms of documenting my process and what I'm working on, um, I think it's important to show those things, to some extent. I'm not going to show like everything that's going on. There's definitely some things that I want to keep private, and there's definitely some things about what I'm doing that I want to keep close to the chest as I continue to work on it and develop it, and it's not just one thing. It's gonna be a multitude of things going on this year. I think the biggest thing that I'm looking forward to is um, traveling more, meeting people, um, to explore new opportunities and learn a lot. That's another part of my goals this year. Is I aim to learn from other people as much as I can. But this time, this new mindset that I'm taking with me going forward is, um, there's so much more knowledge and wisdom that I can learn from. There's so many good, awesome people out there that I am really looking forward to hanging out with and just getting their perspectives on life and things in general. Just there's just a wealth of that, that I'm really looking forward to being a part of. Another thing is, um, getting my shit together financially has been at the top of my list for quite some time, and I think going into this year, it has been a big worry on my mind. As I'm sure a lot of people have the same kind of struggles. But for me specifically, it was more of a, I guess you could say, getting out of certain habits financially, and also looking at what are my options going forward, when it comes to a potential lifestyle change, and how do I go about it effectively to where it doesn't become a detriment to my family and our financial stability going forward, because we want to have good things in our life. Um, we want to have certain experiences going forward for ourselves, myself and my wife, for our kid. Um, we want those things, and yes, they will cost a certain amount of money. And I guess my aim is to make those things happen, make those things possible for them and for us, without putting us in financial straits ever again. I can recall a time where we went to Disneyland. We took our daughter for the first time, and we had put money away for it, and I'm glad that we did. We budgeted for it. We saved, quite a bit of money for it, but I was still very nervous about spending Disneyland kind of money, because I I wasn't mentally like in a place to where I could say that is not going to affect your life going forward. You're going to be able to do those things, and you're not going to have to worry about how much it costs. Like, that's the mentality, that's the mindset of 2026, and going forward, that's the mindset of you're making these things happen because you've done your due diligence, you've done your homework, you're with the right people, you're in the right rooms, and you're taking care of those financial things to where now you can do those things for your family and your friends. You can participate in life more. That was one of my biggest problems, was I felt like I wasn't participating in life because I thought, well, I don't have enough money to go out and to buy stuff and to buy these experiences. And in a lot of ways, that was the wrong mentality to have, mostly because you don't need money to be present with people. You don't need money to have a heart-to-heart conversation with your family, like little things like that. You don't need money for that. But money does help in a lot of different ways. It for me, it's going to allow me to be more present than I've ever been, because it just takes a lot of things that I was focusing on. It takes those things off my mind and replaces it with, what can I do for my family? How can I be more present? How can I be a better husband, a better father, a better friend? Now that those worries that have consistently been swirling in my mind have been resolved, now I can focus on more important things. Money is not the most important thing. And people are the most important thing going forward for me. Relationships, friendships, family, that is the most important thing. And it always has been. Don't get it twisted. It's always been on my mind to be those things for my friends and family. But I have been definitely bogged down mentally by worry and concern, of the future and all that shit. And over the years, you've seen me talk about those things in some capacity, and I think just mentally now I'm just in a different place from back then, to where I have put more of an emphasis on being present with people and taking more time than I ever have to have those conversations, to really understand the person better, to understand my family better. Like that's been a big one. That, seriously, understanding my kid better, understanding my wife better, like focusing on those things instead of what's crypto doing today, what's going to happen with the global financial structure going. Like, none of those things have been on my mind leading up to the start of this year. I've just been really focusing on family and really focusing on understanding people better and finding out what they want instead of what I want. Because people can ask me, what do you want? And honestly, now it's like, I want to help people get what they want. That's what I think is my goal going forward. I want to help people get what they want. And I think that's what I want. If my kid wants a dad who's present and spends time with them and pays attention to them and plays with them, however they want to go about it, then that's what I want to do for them. Like, it's as simple as that. And I never used to think like that. I never used to think like, dude, it's so simple. It's so simple to get the most out of the people in your life if you can find what they want and how you can personally help them achieve that. I'm learning more about that as I continue to develop myself. I'm reading a lot more books than I ever have. I'll try and insert a picture of some books that my wife gave me for Christmas last month, and it's gonna take me a minute to get through those. It's a pretty decent stack, but I'm looking forward to it. I'm already learning a lot about myself, and um, continuing that journey of self discovery and personal development. That's that's like my bread and butter. That's what I'm really good. I'm really good at that. I'm really good at identifying what I need to do and then just throwing myself wholeheartedly at it. And I think for a little bit, I think last year for a little bit of time, I felt like I was kind of just stuck. I didn't know why. I didn't know what it was. Um, I felt like I was doing what I could, but also feeling like it wasn't enough. And then kind of feeling like I wasn't doing everything that I could do and that I wasn't enough. I wasn't having enough of an impact in achieving the goals that I wanted to achieve. And I really had to I really had to dive deep into that and see where that was coming from. Um, and I think I think I'm on the other side. I think I'm on the other side of that. I honestly couldn't tell you how I got there, but I was telling a couple of my friends last night that um, it was something about trying to remember what I said. It was something along the lines of I had never really felt hope before. Wasn't very. I've never been really religious, and as you may or may not have seen in a past video, um, if you're new, of course, like you wouldn't have seen it, but I encourage you to kind of go back and see um, if I ever mentioned this before, but never been very religious, more so spiritual, and even in that regard, I'm still gaining knowledge about spirituality and my connection with source and the universe and all that. Um, but I never had hope about things. I kind of just always relied on what I could see, what I could effect in terms of change on a personal level. What can I do um, to change the situation or make it better? But I never put my faith in an outside entity to help me get there. You know, I never put my faith in other people to help me get there to what I wanted, you know. And last year was for the first time in my life, it was a test of that faith of believing in people and believing in things changing for the better. It wasn't so much like my once my crypto moons, then I'll be able to do this, and that. It wasn't like that. It was more like I have brought people into my life that I know are going to help me going forward. They're going to cheer for me. They're going to push me. They're going to help me with my struggles. And in turn, I'm also going to um, be there for them. It's very much a two-way street. That's how I see friendships. It has to be a two-way street. You know, when it's too far-sighted, one-sided, that it's no longer a friendship. It's no longer equal. You know, and going back to what I was saying about hope is I'm having that faith in people and having faith in what I'm a part of to know that it is good and it has been brought to me by source, God, universe, however you want to put it, and having faith in that, knowing that it is here to benefit me, it is here to help me achieve what I've always wanted to achieve, because I'm not just doing it for myself, I'm doing it for others, my family, my friends, and having that faith, and also having that faith tested throughout the year, because it has been, to feel that feeling of trusting in what's coming, trusting in the people around you, and not getting immediate results, and having more of a longer term mindset. That's always kind of been um, something that I've tried to live by, is being patient for good things, and continuing to put in the work, continuing to develop yourself while those things are working for you, and giving those things time, giving those things some grace and patience, putting that especially in people too. It's like giving people grace, giving people more of my patience, not being so quick to judge, not so quick to demand results. None of those things, like none of those things are in me. I don't judge people the way I used to, and I don't judge myself as harshly as I used to, um, and that has really helped me in these challenging times of self development, and faith being tested, and understanding what it means to put faith in something or someone or people, trusting in people. Those things have been tested, because like it's a conflict of how I used to think about those things, those people. Not specific people, but just people in general. Just trusting in people in general has always been tough for me. Um, that that's just something I've been working hard at, to be honest. Um, but having those friendships, and knowing that each and every one of them has been beneficial to me, and knowing that I have them going forward, it gives me confidence, it gives me strength, it uplifts me, they uplift me, with every conversation. And I'm so appreciative of them, so grateful to have those people in my life. And all all I can say is that I don't know how to return the favor, other than to be what they need of me. I'm at their service. Whatever is needed of me in the moment, I hope to be able to contribute to address that need. And I think that will serve me well, to be of service to others, to be of service to my friends and family, and not expect anything out of it, just to do it, just to know that I'm helping them, just to know that I'm contributing to their happiness. That to me is going to pay. I mean, it's gonna reap so much rewards, for me going forward. It has nothing to do with money. Um, Money is, going forward, the one of the last things that's going to be on my mind, which is again a total polar opposite of how I used to think. Mind you, this is not something that I've just discovered. It's not just a sudden epiphany I discovered January 1st, 2026. It's just I'm believing in those things so much more so than I ever have. And that's again going back to the faith of believing in people, believing in what's coming, and all the good things in my future that I can look forward to and I can participate in. And that's what I'm excited about most, is being around those people, spending as much time as I can with my family and my friends. My um, what's the term? Um, Not like adopted family, accepted family. It's not blood. It's something else. You know what I mean? It's people that aren't blood. They're but they're still family. You know, because I've got blood family members that I don't talk to. Um, I don't have a relationship with. Some of them I'm aiming to address that with them, and maybe there's a chance for reconciliation. Not to get too off topic, but it is kind of talking about what I want to do, going forward, starting 2026. So if there's a chance for reconciliation with some family members, then then I'll try. There's others that I don't care to reconcile with, and that's I have my reasons. I don't want to go too far into the weeds with that, but I know that there are people that deserved a better version of me than what they got, and I think going forward, I have a chance to rectify that with them, and I don't know what the future holds in that regard, but I'm optimistic. I'm optimistic about it, and I think you're going to see more of that going forward. As long as I continue to put videos here, as long as I continue to you know talk about these things. Which, again, going back to the start of the video, um, I'm aiming to kind of take you guys along for that journey, and I'll I'll uh, I'll do my best to put that put that out there on a more consistent basis. Um, I feel like I'll have more energy for it, because before I felt like I just didn't have the energy to turn the camera on and focus on talking about what I was working with my energy and my struggles. And maybe I can talk about that in a future video, but um, I don't know. We'll see. I think focusing on the positive spin of where I'm at right now, I think I'm wanting to build momentum towards that, versus the other side of it. I like talking about my struggles. Don't get it wrong. I've done that in the past, but I think a shift in who I am and what I want to talk about, I think that's necessary. I think that's healthy. I don't want to. I don't want it to seem like it's all doom and gloom with me. You know what I mean? Like there's a positive side to me. There's an excitement that I don't necessarily express with others, and I'm hoping to get to a place to where people can see it. People can see a change, that to know me is to know where I'm going, where I want to go in life, and who I want to take with me. And there's excitement there. There's good energy with that, to focus on that. Like, I'm taking people with me, bro. And where I'm going, it's gonna be fucking fun. That's it. That's it. Like, I've got people that I know I can bring along with me, that I know has been needing an opportunity. The kinds of opportunities that I've been given, I know that there are some people that deserve that same opportunity. And I think going forward, that's a big part of what I want to do. Give them the shot that I was given, and watch them run with it. I think, yeah, there's good times ahead for sure. There's a bright future ahead for me, for a lot of people. A lot of people are gonna be shining bright this year and going forward. And I don't care what the news says. I don't care what goes on the big on the big screen in Hollywood. I'm not concerned with any of that. I'm not concerned with headlines. I'm not concerned with the Matrix trying to derail the momentum that's being built right now. You can miss me on that for sure. I'm focused on the good in people, the energy that we all have the potential to provide for the benefit of all. And I'm stoked, genuinely stoked, man. So yeah, I am. I think I'm gonna end the video now. It was a pleasure to record this and get this out to you. I hope you see kind of the start of something in me that I hope to show more of, and I look forward to that. And I hope you come along for the journey. So we'll talk soon. Peace out.